Ahead of the holiday, we're giving thanks to those in our community who are making a difference and uplifting others. Each week through the end of the year, we're highlighting someone giving back to their community. Tonight, we're sharing the voice of a KCPD officer who's always been a team player, first on the football field, then as an advocate for at-risk kids here in the Metro.
Favorite dish for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Sweet potato pie.
Get Officer Brandon Walker around a group of teens and he's in his element, smiling, laughing, and listening. The only place he previously felt more at home was on the football field, learning to love the sport at an early age.
I always loved the team aspect. I love that it was me and my brothers and cousins and family members playing.
From his time on the field at Washington High School and KCK to the bright lights of Fort Scott Community College, to a starting position for Southern Illinois University. For years, the sport dominated his life with hopes of turning pro.
Had a few tryouts at a higher level at the NFL. That didn't pan out. So, but I was always had an option B. Is that I always wanted to teach.
Brandon taught for 3 years, first at Fort Osage, then Grandview, before realizing he had another calling.
Teaching is really what kind of gave me the inspiration of being a servant for the community. I had a lot of students. Let's say I just had a lot of at-risk students.
But he said his influence in the classroom only went so far. So he went back to the drawing board and became a juvenile corrections officer in Johnson County to try to help some of those at-risk kids.
I wanted to be a probation officer because I had a lot of kids when I was teaching that were on probation. So that's where I was like, oh man, well, I really want to work with kids. I want to work with the worst of the worst kids. I want to work with the kids everybody's given up on.
It wasn't long till his efforts were noticed by members of the police department who started urging him to join their team. So once again, Brandon opted for a different route, going to the KC Regional Police Academy before becoming an officer with KCPD in 2013.
Obviously, you have a heart to serve.
Yeah. That's what it's about. It's about helping the next person.
Even in his new role, working with kids remained a priority.
Me and my partner, we did let's throw the football with the kids. And, we did that every once in a while, but we went even more in depth. Some parents be like, JoJo didn't do his homework, or, he's missing school. And we'll get out the car, come here, JoJo, and talk to him. And, hey, you do something better, man. Hey, man, maybe we'll go to Sonic's and grab a shake or something.
It wasn't long before he went from working with individual kids and their families while on patrol to working with larger groups of kids through PAL, the Police Athletic League. But when COVID hit and put a halt to recreational sports, he found another way to help kids connect.
Instead of doing like the sports, we noticed that our kids need to talk. So think about our purpose. Let's go back to that vision.
So he helped found listening groups for students twice a week, something he views as one of his greatest career achievements.
I have a lot of people saying like, okay, show me your friends and I can tell you who you are.
Actually, what we would do, we would ask our kids, what topics do y'all want to talk about? What's going on with you, and how do you feel about certain things? And we did. We talked to everything from dating, from domestic violence to nutrition. I mean, whatever you could think of.
I would want to make my younger self proud.
Meanwhile, Brandon saw an opportunity to help area kids further by raising money to help take these teens on trips out of the KC Metro.
And so we got together, we took 8 of our kids, took them to St. Louis. One of the pieces of this was that the kids were touching the arch. And I'm sitting there with my shades, I'm getting choked up. I'm like, oh my God, this is so dope.
From there, he also organized trips to Chicago and Las Vegas for a student leadership conference.
We're taking kids out of Kansas City and showing them something different. If my career stopped today, I'm telling you, I got a W. I'm good. Being a former athlete, man, it really helped me out a lot being on the police department, man.
While he's not officially still with PAL, he does like to stop in and check on the kids and help out when he can. He's also back in schools talking to kids in his latest role with KCPD.
We need y'all to be police officers.
Working as a recruiter to hopefully find more individuals like him with a passion for helping others.
Love what I do. I'm very fortunate. Super blessed to be in this opportunity, to have this opportunity. All right, he's in.
It might not be the playbook he originally envisioned for himself back on the football fields of Wyandotte County.
Hey, taking care of yourself? How's mom doing?
But at the same time, Officer Brandon Walker says he can't imagine his life playing out any other way.
See you, sweetheart. Come on, sweetheart.
He is so genuine. He is so passionate about helping others. He was a joy to interview, truly. Officer Walker says right now in this new role, it's important to him to find the right people for the department and to work on rebuilding trust with the community.